Guys, Johnny Sunshine here. I just had my lunch over at Detweiler's. I'm stuffed. I had a whole ham and cheese sandwich with a half a bag of potato chips. Not because I left the other half, but because that's all you get for $1.75 now. A half a damn bag, not even enough to finish a sub. It's a crime. We need to open up a congressional investigation into the potato chip shortage. But I'm going over here to do a job for a guy, and it's tough getting in this place, man. He may let me go if I'm nice. Hey, bud. How you doing? I don't know the address of where I'm going, but I'm going to Ralph Hall's house. The guy who does Meals on Wheels.
Ralph Hall?
Yeah. A lot of people in here call me and they don't send me their address.
5268 Heronwood.
Yeah, I know where he lives. John Phillips, and I am John. Yeah, I'm John Phillips. The one and only. Come on. High security, man. A lot of these places are making you show a fucking driver's license. So I got to change out a water filter under the kitchen sink. Last time I did it, it's kind of a pain.
There you go.
Thank you, my friend. Have a great weekend. He's got a drippy shower. Hopefully it's a mowing. And they got a toilet that's running. Hopefully it's just a flapper or a ball cock. Let's see what we can get into. This is my last call of the day. It's 12 o'clock. Hopefully by 1 o'clock I'll be back at my house. Being happy, man. Be happy. This fucking guy. Get the fuck out of the road, buddy. Fucking people with the AirPods. A fucking goddamn runaway train could be coming right at them and they wouldn't know it. Technology. Yep, I love it.
Okay,
The toilet is okay, but it doesn't flush.
it's the other bathroom.
Oh, okay.
This one is the shower. The shower.
All right, it doesn't turn on. I can see you got a pretty good gas. Yeah, now you need a new cartridge, a 1225.
Okay, and then up above, my son, he's been here for a week. He says the thing doesn't work right. That's all.
The shower head?
Yeah, Showerhead.
You want a new one?
Yeah, probably needs it. He thought it needed a new one.
All right, I don't have anything even close to this. I just have a plain old shower head with a nice spray.
That's all I need.
Okay, good. So a cartridge, a shower head.
And then what about, does that thing down there, I think he said, the thing you put the shower on, you know, pull that thing up.
This diverter? Yeah, that seems to work. It may not work because it wasn't.
That's working on it.
Yeah, that works right. It probably doesn't work if you don't have the faucet on all the way, which is could be a side effect of needing a cartridge.
Okay. Do what you gotta do.
Where's the toilet?
In here.
Oh, okay. So this is Mr. Meals on Wheels.
How's that?
Say hello to my followers.
Who's that?
My YouTube channel. I got 4,000 guys who watch me.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Let me get
Imagine they can put up with me.
Get this off of here and put it over here. I imagine the ball, it just doesn't cut off, John.
Okay. Yeah, you need a new flapper. I can tell just by looking at it. It's old. But
It's
let me
old,
see.
Yeah, it's a,
It seems to me I put that in there. I remember being in here.
most of the things in here you did do it once upon a time.
Yeah,
But that comes on about every 5 minutes.
it does. Do you have any coffee left over from today?
I'll make you some coffee.
I don't need you to make me any. Do you have any?
I have a Keurig. I can make it in 5 seconds.
I just want something with some color in it. I'm gonna pour it in this water.
Oh.
I got some on my truck, but I know you need a flapper. I can tell. Okay? I'll make sure this is tight, and now show me the filter.
Okay.
I've already done that once for you.
Yep.
Hey, you got the same eye drops I have.
Oh, you put them in every night? Or
I do it
during the
every day,
I do
10,
it.
15 times
I
a
do it a
day.
couple of times a day, and then
You have good stuff for the night?
and then for this, the tears.
Oh yeah, I get, Systane. When I put that in my eyes, it burns the living heck out
This
of
is
me.
different from that.
Yes, it is. I have both.
That's what you put in at night.
Yeah, that stuff it just kills me. It
Does
like
it?
quadruple, 10 times the pain. And when I put it, it's like dropping acid
I
into
don't
my
have
eyes.
it. I've had, what's it, surgery?
Cataract surgery?
On both eyes. There it is, John.
Okay. This crack just amazes me that it's not an issue. Corian integral sink here with a major crack in the bottom, and it doesn't leak, man.
Didn't you seal it once?
I didn't seal it,
Somebody
but I
did.
put the garbage disposal in, I put the InSinkerator, the Instahot in. Okay, so this thing gets both of these filters, just one?
Just one. You
All
have to-
right.
When you buy them, they online.
Well, that's good.
Come in twos.
Okay, let me just see what I got in here. That should be easy enough, man. You got the drawer there. What'd you do with the dishwasher when I was here the other day? What happened with that, with the odor?
It's still there because the man, you gave me the.
Yeah, he didn't come.
Well, on Bee Ridge.
Oh,
I went
okay.
out, and he's coming Monday.
Good.
I walked in there. I said, "We need somebody." He said, "I'd come Monday." So
Beautiful.
you're not gonna mess with that.
No. I was just wanting
Yeah,
to
well, we-
follow up on
We
it.
appreciate that. Yeah.
All right, let me go get some stuff.
Okay.
And your main shutoff valve is right down in front of the garage, right?
Correct.
All right, let's get hot here, guys. A cartridge, a shower head, and a flapper, and then that should be easy, man. I should be in and out of here. I want to tell you something about this toilet, okay? Because I pulled this toilet and reset it. Remember it was leaking?
Yep.
So when I pulled the toilet, I noticed that the pipe coming up through the floor is a 3-inch pipe.
Uh-huh.
When you have a 3-inch pipe instead of a 4-inch pipe, those toilets just don't flush as good as a toilet with a 4-inch pipe. What happens is when you flush a hole this size, 2.5 or 2 1/8, into a 4-inch pipe, it goes right down the middle, and what that does is create a vacuum. And it's actually this is called a siphon jet toilet. That siphoning process gets diminished because it's a 3-inch
doesn't
pipe.
suck it on down.
It doesn't suck it down as good.
I thought it had to do with his body because the toilet in there is a high
Highline, yeah, handicap.
Yeah, it flushes.
Well, that's a newer toilet. This is the original toilet because it's
And we
3.5 gallon.
Well,
It's
we would
still the old
probably-
ones.
Probably replace this, but you can't
You
get under.
can't get under that.
I know it.
Not with the handicap height. You need 30 1/4 height-wise to get under, to put a handicap, an ADA height Kohler toilet.
Okay.
If do you have a tape measure handy?
Yeah.
Let's measure that.
Would a new one like what you're talking about
It would,
flush?
it would probably flush better, but you still have that little bit of a diminished flush.
And that how long does that hole go? Way down? Be hard.
It's about a foot. I remember.
replace
Well,
it.
it can't be longer than 2 feet according to our code.
It can't be.
Yeah, sometimes that hole down in there gets crusted up, but it's clear. So you got 3.5 gallons. Tell you, let's see what it does. I'll clean the jets. Yeah, see how it's just a lazy flush.
Yeah.
Even with 3.5 gallons. So let's measure it. I'll make a note of that, of how high this is, and then I may be able to get you a toilet that flushes better. This thing should flush way better than that, but it's an old, no, it's nice. This is actually called a banjo top, right? Kind of looks like a guitar.
Yeah.
But anyways, 30 1/4 is really the height that you need. That's to the top of the tank. That's without even getting the lid off.
Well, it's 30.
But you're at 29 3/4.
Yeah.
So an ADA height, at least the ones that I'm familiar with, is not going to fit under here. I may be able to get you a regular toilet, or I can do a little research and see if I can get you an ADA. You like the higher seat, your wife and everybody?
Yeah, we'd like that.
Okay, well I'll see if I can get you one that'll fit under here. I don't think I
It's not
can.
going to flush any better though. You're talking about that 3-inch pipe and going to the floor.
It's never gonna flush as good as one with a 4-inch pipe. It doesn't get the same amount
Well,
of
this one
vacuum.
flushes okay. It just
Takes forever. I want to look down in there. That's a lot of water.
yeah. Every time you flush it.
Yeah.
And with
And
me,
you would think it would flush like a champ, you know?
and being an old man, I'm peeing all the time.
Yeah. Well, I don't have that problem yet, but I'm sure it's coming. This is an old Briggs. It probably never flushed great in the first place, but we'll look at it. Let me go get some stuff and I'll be back. Make sure the cartridge is pulled out as far as you can get it. There we go. I wish this had a wing nut on it, you know, modify it a little bit. I love when they come out like that. See that? See that piece right there? You can see that it didn't come from this cartridge. So whoever put this new one in didn't look to see if he had gotten all the pieces from the old cartridge out. And that's what you get, man. Let me get my flashlight and look in there and make sure that that port's clean. And that port's got a big chunk in it. Look, the last guy who did this didn't do a good job, man. There's a big chunk of rubber in there, I think. I don't have the right pick. Yeah. Guys, I gotta go get another pick. So guys, I've talked about this in other videos, right? About the need to, I call it inventorying the old valve. But shit. All right, the only way I'm gonna get that out is to turn the water back on. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully it's gonna be a long segment, but I'm gonna run down and I'm going to turn the water on for about 10 seconds, and I'll bet you there'll be 2 pieces of rubber in that faucet when I... All right. So I'm hoping that this actually came on, and I don't know, man. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me or what, but the piece is still in there. Though what I think is a piece anyway. Son of a gun. It keeps going back in the pipe, man. So I've only got 1 piece, but I could have sworn I could see one hanging out of that cold side. And the worst thing is you turn the water back on and it gets caught in the valve. I'm gonna do it one more time, try to get this thing clean, and hopefully it'll work. I'm not gonna bore you with this. Alright, so it's cleaned out. I can see it's not there anymore. And unfortunately, I blasted that so hard that not only that piece, but the one that was actually in the tub is gone now too, but it's probably full of hair, so I'm gonna take this apart and see. Ouch. Well, let's see what, guys. It's Friday, and I'm leaving well enough alone for that. I'm not gonna stop messing with that. I know it's clean. A little bit of spooge. You know the problem with your pinky is you just can't get it in deep enough. And my fingers are too fat to do anything else. Mowing, original equipment. Warning to the wise, word to the wise, do not buy those cartridges from Korea or, you know, they're on Amazon, but I'm just telling you, they're not reliable. And this is one of those things that you just gotta, you know, pass it on to the customer. These are fairly cheap. Anybody want to bet that I'm just going to drop this clip right back in without it messing with it? $5. I put a little bit of grease on the clip. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta hold that in. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. So what I do with the stop tube on these is I can see that the outside of it is a little bit crusty. I put the best side, the back's got some spooge tubes. I'll clean it off, but I also grease it so it comes off easily. I grease inside, and it's old, so it's not going to look brand new, but it will work like it is. Okey-doke. See this little notch here, guys? There's a notch on top of that. See that little notch on the top of the stem? That needs to be facing down for this guy to, I think. Yeah. No, I think it needs to be facing up. That's why I never put them back together. So that's done. I'm not gonna mess with that. It's been like that for 25 years. I'm gonna leave it alone. So I'm gonna hold off on putting this back together until I get the water back on. Right now I'm gonna go and put a new filter in under the kitchen sink, and take this grease with me. A couple bags. And we'll get that knocked out. I got my Kohler flapper, and this is kind of a universal. We'll see which one it is. Oh. So I just want to make sure the water's off. That's it, no pressure.
Cut it off outside.
Yeah, I cut it off out there and I left it off. So
Oh, you can cut it off in here too.
no, I don't like messing with the valves in the house. There's a light, you know. I just don't want to create more work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just standard procedure for me to just turn it off outside.
You still got water in the system, right?
Yeah, but it's bled. There's no pressure. I turned it off, so I bled the pressure. There's gonna be water in that cup.
Oh, I see.
You know, do you have a bowl up here or something I could use to? Some Tupperware?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be much. I mean, I could pull this drawer out. don't. I'll put it up here. Yeah. Got a little soap action going here. Oh, that ain't coming out. Thank you. You don't have a wrench for that, do you? Hanging in here somewhere?
One's supposed to be in there. Look in that.
In the basket?
Mm-hmm. We had one. There.
Oh, no, that's for the garbage disposal.
Was that what it is?
Yeah, that's all right. I think I'd be able to get it with this. You want to be my helper? It's going to save you money.
Okay, what do you need?
I'm just going to need you to hand me that. I got to bleed this pressure off. There's a little red button up here, guys. You got to push that. All right. So, let's see. Let's see if I can get this without the actual wrench and without having to go get my big channies. I'm just gonna try it by hand. Yeah. Kung Fu grip.
You put it on there pretty tight, I'd say.
Holy Schmidt. Holy sh. I gotta go get my big channies. Alright guys, so I went down and I've got no less than 5 of those massive pairs of channel locks, but I can't find one. So I'm going to the old strap wrench. Great. Wait a minute. I'm gonna do my Steve Lav impression. Sir, this filter looks fine. You don't need to change it.
You don't?
I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Oh,
There's another plumber on TV.
Oh, you don't need
He tells them all the time. He does all the work. He does all the hard stuff and then puts the same filter back in. It don't make sense to me, you know?
Well, that one you put in, I imagine a year ago.
Uh-huh.
You're supposed to change them every...
Well, just, you know, it really just depends on the use. And this, it doesn't matter. There's no arrow or anything. Let me just clean that out. Where's my rags? You got a paper towel?
Sure.
You gotta bear with me. I'm kind of showing my age.
You're not up with me yet.
No, but I'm getting there. I'm 60, so close. I'm 59. You're 80.
85, next birthday.
A couple of them. 85. You're looking good, my friend.
Looking good, but my back, I can't walk very far without my walker. I got this.
Look at this,
I
guys.
told you I got PMR, you have the CRS.
Yeah, he told me.
I got that too.
He told me he had. What did you say you had?
PMR.
PMR, and I told him I had CRS.
Yeah, that's what you told me.
Can't remember shit. That's why I didn't show up yesterday. No, I'm kidding.
Well.
All right, guys. So let me put some grease on this. I just want to put a little bit of grease on this O-ring. Okay. I mean, on these threads.
Make it easy to get into next time.
Well, hopefully. I don't know. There is an O-ring, I think, up here. I'm just gonna lube it up a tad on the threads. It came off easy. I will say that. If I had the right pair of pliers, it would have came right out. Okie doke. gotta unplug that.
There's a water for the washing machine goes for the dishwasher goes through there, doesn't it?
The water for the
For the washing machine.
no.
It doesn't.
No, the water for the for your fill spout does the incinerator. Whatchamacallit? Your Instahot.
Yeah.
Instahot is fed by it. And I unplugged that because it was, I heard it kick on and there's no water in it. You know, well, there's water in it, but so guys, when you use a strap wrench, just, you know, I'm not gonna push it. I'm gonna check for leaks. And that's it. Here's your new, you wanna put that in a Ziploc bag or something?
Yeah, I'm right, because make sure I get the same one. Not the bad.
Yeah, rip the tag off and tape it inside here.
That's what I need to do.
Yeah. Got some clear tape.
That's a good idea. I didn't thought about that.
And you don't have to chase it down every time, or I can write the number if you got a magic marker. It's up to you.
Okay.
Let me go change this guy out. Yeah, I'll write that down after I test it out.
I don't know if it's any good or not, but I will try it.
Okay. Let's go see what we got for a flapper in here. I'm sweating like a stuck pig, man. These old people like this shit hot, man. It's probably fucking 90 degrees in here. Alright, so the water in here could be an issue. I don't see any signs of like a chlorine tablet or anything, but boy, that thing's showing signs of chlorine attacking it, you know, the color of it. So the water's still off. And I'm looking at this flapper. It doesn't look like any of them. But let's see. This fucking seat's rocking. You can see this thing's no good. It's hard. It's lost its pliability. So I just want to make sure this seat is nice and clean and nothing, no defects. Look at this and see. That looks like the guy, besides the chain being very, very short. I think I'm just gonna steal this one off of here. This is one of those adjustable deals. You spin this to get a longer or shorter flush. All right, so this one, if I pop this chain off right here, it should be, I shouldn't have to adjust it even. Just stick it right back in. I gotta open this link up. Just open it up a little bit. I know it's dark, guys, but I just want to go home, you know? Just want to finish this shit and get out of here. Okay, so that looks good. That's not gonna... That's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna go turn the water on. All right, guys, water's back on. I checked that filter to make sure it's not dripping or anything. And obviously the shower's turned off. I wanna see. That's good. I want to give a shout out actually to Mikey Pipes. I know I'm always busting balls about him and Steve Lab, but those guys have taught me a lot, and I want to give him a shout out for I just replaced the filter under the sink, and on that filter the Instahot was hooked up to that, and I drained all the water out, and there is a possibility of burning that element out in the Instahot. And so whenever you do a service on something that water's attached to, you need to unplug that thing. And it triggered me. I missed it at first, but it triggered me when I heard it kick on, and I immediately unplugged it. So keep that in mind. If you hear it, you need to turn it off. So this is working great. And actually, I'm going to go up on these ball tops here. There's that little white ring on the plastic ring. You can lift up on it and adjust it after the fact. So I wanted it up a little bit more because it was a little too low on that overflow. And if it's too high this time, I'll be able to just adjust it with this bolt. I'm not a big fan of this style of hose connector. I like the ones that clip on, and it's very important, guys, that this hose does not go down deep into this tube on the older style toilets. If you do that, the toilet's going to fill, and then it's going to siphon out of this, dripping into the bowl, and then when it gets the water level in the tank gets down, the toilet's going to kick on, and it'll just constantly do that, fill and empty, fill and empty. So it's very important that there should really be an air gap between this hose and the top of that tube, and those other clamps that I use do provide that. Yeah, see, we're about 3/16 below. That's perfect. And this is only a 1.28 gallon toilet, so it's not a lot of water. Okay. It's actually a Gerber. It's actually a Gerber toilet. Wow, I just put a Kohler flapper in a Gerber toilet. Imagine that. Huh. I thought it was Kohler. She's working though. see if this guy's in the right position. That should be hot. Water heater's downstairs in the garage, so it's got a long way to go. I think I had it in the right position the first time. Yeah, that's getting hot. Okay. Oh. I really have to open this drain because it seems slow. And I don't want to stand. Oh, I gotta get a shower head too. Yeah. You ever hear the old saying, haste makes waste? Well, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm hasting. There's no washer, there was no little washer on this faucet, so I gotta get one or I'm gonna split that crystal handle. I'm not changing the whole head arm and flange, guys. I'm just doing the head. Still got the O-ring in it. Still has the O-ring in it, and it's got this O-ring. Any shower head with a gasket like that, they just don't work, guys. It always ends up inside the pipe. So I'm just gonna. So I watch a lot of guys on YouTube. You know, one of the kids, more impressive guys, is this kid out of New York. He does a lot of commercial work. Beautiful shit. Kid knows his stuff. And everybody's on there saying, you know, when you put Teflon tape on, you're supposed to, you know, wrap it around here so you can peel it off. And he says, well, I don't do that. I just put it on halfway, which makes sense to me. All right, so I want to show you guys something most of you probably know. But in this shower head, I'm gonna put a light on it because sometimes the lighting's bad. All right, so in here, I don't know if you can see that, there's a black O-ring in there at the bottom of that. And you need to use a pick to get it out. They don't come out too easily. Sometimes it takes a few tries, but that's it. You can easily, I think, double the amount of water you get out of these things by just taking that O-ring out. Don't tell anybody I told you. You know what I mean. So I'm gonna throw this guy on. No pipe dope. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the ultimate test is to run this. Let me put this thing back together. I put the gasket in. All right. I mean, I put the washer in. Yeah. Shit. All right. Alright guys, so I gotta get this spout a little closer to the wall. You know, I didn't do it. It was like that, but I don't like it. It's bothering me. Mullen's slip fit, guys. So get this thing almost tight, just tight enough so you can turn it down, and I'm gonna have to tap it. That's all. So I want to see if this thing drains, which I don't think it's going to. Seems a little slow. So on this particular drain type, I believe there's no screw on this stem, and there's no lock on it when it's down. So this has got to unscrew. I don't know if you can see that. There's only 2 or 3 different types, and then there's usually you can get to this to unscrew it, and sure enough, there's a lot of crap in there. Yep, look at this, guys. That's fucking nastiness there, boy. I call that ass here and soap scum. Yeah. This is the one good thing about these drains. They actually catch the shit. Somebody needs to chew their styrofoam a little better. Oh. I was hoping I could see those pieces of rubber just to show you. I'm not gonna go funneling through this shit. Here's one of them. But alright. That shit was all inside that drain. And like any self-respecting plumber, you just pick it up, throw it in the trash, man. If you're afraid to get shit on your hands, you might want to do something else, man. That's all I'm saying. You know? Guys, come on, man. I think I told you all. When I went to work for my first plumbing boss, he fucking reached down in the toilet and grabbed the fucking turd barehanded and squeezed that shit and yelled out, "Money!" And I was like, whoa, I don't know about this guy. Alright, so here's the deal. We're gonna try this again. Shouldn't be any water backing up now. The spout's not perfect, but it's good enough. Lots and lots of water coming out up here. And that thing's draining like a champ. She's draining like a champ. Alright guys, we're done here. Finally, it's Friday. And it's 1:30. I got here at 12:30, man. I mean 12 o'clock. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. Ooh. Ooh la la. I gotta get a measurement on it. I mean, that's 29 3/4 or 29 1/2, so see if I can get him a high-line toilet. All right, guys, it's Johnny Sunshine. It's 1:45, man, right on time. There was a lot to do in that house. The last call on mine on Friday, and unfortunately, I make a lot of trips to my truck, man. No, parts are missing, and you know, the job gets bigger. I gotta go get something else. I want a shower head, I want this, I want that. You know, I should write things down. I could definitely be more organized, but I just write it off as I'm getting old. Alright guys, have a great weekend, man. That's gonna do it for me till Monday, man. Hopefully. See you. Stay safe. To all you veterans out there, happy Veterans Day. And if you're not a veteran, thank a veteran. I think it's on the 12th. Maybe Saturday. Maybe tomorrow's Veterans Day. I don't know, man. It's coming up. I know that. All right, guys, take it easy, man. Have a great weekend.